Head of operations at the Nigeria Police Force Lagos commanders told the panel investigating the Lekki tollgate shooting that the police did not use live ammunition on protesters. ACP Odubona said none of the hospitals that reportedly treated protesters for varying degrees of gunshot injuries that night informed the police, as is the usual practice. Kemi Adeyemo has details.
The Commissioner of Police in Lagos State, Hakeem Odumosu, was represented by ACP Odubona. The witness who attended the hearing with some other officers continued the testimony of the Lagos command at the panel on the role played by the police during the Endsars protests in October last year. He says Mr. Odumosu had since the 14th of October ordered the withdrawal of officers who were providing daily 24-hour protection at the toll gate. The reason he gave was because a mob had taken over the protests. Mr. Odubona gave more evidence on the breaches of police armories at different police divisions, as well as the deadly attacks on many personnel. He didn't disclose the exact number of police rifles and ammunition carted away, and revealed that some weapons are yet to be recovered.
Isokokoma is towards Agege area. That's the one. Yes, we take AK-47 with the box of live ammunition. That box alone has a container, 2 containers, tin container, and each of the tin container has 1,500 rounds of live ammunition.
During cross-examination by counsel to the Lagos State government, Abiodun Owonikoko, he denied claims that police officers used live ammunition on anyone at the tollgate that night or elsewhere.
Shell can be picked at anywhere, no matter who fired it or no. So it's to still remain empty shell. We use graduated use of force, and the highest level of the force is to make use of live ammunition. And that cannot be done unless there's a superior directive to do so.
The witness also fielded questions from counsel to the Lekki concession company, Rotimi Seriki, who asked if there was any report by members of the public on the shooting at the tollgate, which he denied. ACP Odubona also said no complaint was made against the LCC for its role, or the DPO of Maroko Police Station, which has jurisdiction over the tollgate, who was alleged to have shot protesters around the area.
It's mandatory for any medical practitioner to make reports of any gunshot wound. Even if they have to stabilize the person, they will still have to make reports that there's a patient in our hospital that that's having gunshot wounds, so that police will want to know how did he get such a wound.
The witness also says the police recorded many reports of cult clashes between Lekki and Ajah at the time, which were heightened after the police tactical units were disbanded on October the 11th, 2020. The panel adjourns to Friday, September the 17th for counsel for some groups of protesters and the Nigerian Bar Association to cross-examine the witness. Kemi Adeyemo, TVC News, Lagos.